Now, snow could be in our future as crews continue to assess the damage from tornadoes last week across southern Wisconsin.
Also, he was considered a rising star in the Republican Party. Tonight, more on the shocking decision to not seek re-election by Green Bay Congressman Mike Gallagher.
And later, a focus on literacy, how the Wisconsin Legislative Black Caucus is celebrating Black History Month. You're watching News 3 Now at 5. We begin with some breaking news out of Lafayette County. 3 law enforcement officers have been placed on administrative leave tonight after a person died while being detained early this morning.
It happened in Shullsburg when 2 Lafayette County deputies and a Darlington police officer responded to a call just after 1 a.m. of a person acting erratically along West Water Street near North Iowa Street. When they found the person, police say they reportedly physically resisted being detained. The DCI says non-lethal methods were used to subdue them, but they were unsuccessful and the person ran away. They were eventually detained, but kept resisting and became, quote, distressed. Life-saving measures were performed and the person was taken to the hospital where they later died. The DCI will investigate this incident. This is a developing story that you can follow along with on channel3000.com and by downloading our free News 3 Now app. Look for it in your app store. Next tonight, weather has continued to dominate the headlines across much of southern Wisconsin. Last week, we saw 2 tornadoes make their way into the viewing area.
Now we could be seeing some snow in our future. An alert day in the forecast for Wednesday night into Thursday morning with some potential snowfall. We have team coverage tonight. Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti on the weather patio tracking the latest. But before we get to him, our Maddie Heimsch is in Rock County talking with members of the Evansville Fire District about cleanup efforts where those tornadoes hit the hardest. Maddie?
Yeah, I got an update just half an hour ago from the Rock County Sheriff's Office, officially totaling 31 residencies impacted by that tornado here in Evansville. They counted 3 homes destroyed, 10 with major damages, 11 with minor damages, and 7 more affected. The department says they should have more information available on Wednesday, but in the meantime, the Evansville community is coming together to clean up the aftermath.
The community and surrounding communities have been super. I'm proud to say that everybody has stepped up.
Ken Niels is a senior firefighter at the Evansville Fire District. He said he was here at the fire station when he saw the EF2 tornado out the back window.
Right now I'm getting shivers because seeing that, knowing what could happen.
Niels told me he's amazed and grateful that no one was seriously injured and that property damage has been addressed so quickly by the community. Assistant Chief Jamie Larson told me he was equally amazed by the level of resident support.
So we've had a huge outpouring of support from the community. Several hundred workers have worked all weekend, and a large part of the area has been cleaned up already.
Those several hundred workers, all volunteers, spending their time disposing of debris and gathering donations to give to those in need. Those donations formed a stockpile here at the fire station. This is the stockpile as of this afternoon, but Niels told me on Saturday before distribution, it was about 10 times this size. Donations not only included food and water for those hit hardest by the tornado, but gloves, cleaning supplies, and protective wear for those volunteers on the scene helping with cleanup efforts. But the job, he says, isn't done yet.
We're looking into maybe having another meeting with the neighborhood to see what is needed by next weekend or throughout the week.
We'll continue to hear from officials with those final totals and additional cleanup efforts throughout the week. Live and moving forward in Rock County, I'm Maddie Heimsch, News 3 Now.
All right, Maddie, thank you. From those tornadoes to snow in less than a week. That happens in Wisconsin. Let's get a look at your first warn forecast. Gary's on the weather patio. I guess never, though, in February, Gary.
Yeah, this is just crazy. I mean, the first February tornadoes in Wisconsin history, and now snow on the way less than a week later. Let's start out by taking a look at a first warn weather alert day that we have in the forecast for Wednesday night into Thursday morning. Not a major weather system, but still probably looking at about 1 to 3 inches of accumulating sticky, wet snow that will occur from late Wednesday night into early Thursday morning. Future track snowfall shows about a 1 to 3 inch snowfall through southern Wisconsin. This could go up or down a little bit depending on how warm the ground is when the snow falls. Visible cloud track right now, lots of clear skies across southern Wisconsin. We'll see a pretty nice evening overall. Doppler track, you can see some flurries up in the northern portion of the Midwest, but right now, southern Wisconsin, free and clear of precipitation. A little chilly last night. We dropped to 20 in Madison, but again, these temperatures are still a few degrees above the average low temperature for today, and right now, we're in the 40s across all of southern Wisconsin. Madison right now, 44 degrees. Here in Dane County, 46 in Mount Horeb, 43 degrees in Deerfield, and 47 degrees in Wanakee. Look for skies to be mostly clear this evening. Temperatures falling into the lower 30s by late evening. Later on, I'll take a look at when that snow might start, when it'll end, and then if it'll get cold after that.
All right, Gary, thank you. An Iowa County daycare worker charged with the death of an infant pleaded guilty to multiple felony charges today. Joanna Ford is being charged with several counts of child neglect while having the first-degree reckless homicide charge dropped. Ford was charged after 4-month-old Wyatt Hamlin died a week after suffering head trauma while in Ford's care. She will be back in court on April 12th.
Next tonight at 5, UW-Madison police will now be searching for a new chief. This after Kristen Roman resigned today. Roman has served as UW-PD chief since 2017 and was with the Madison PD for 26 years before that. A reason for the resignation has not been shared. Brett Plish has been appointed as interim chief. The university will begin a nationwide search for its next chief.
Also stepping down, U.S. Congressman Mike Gallagher of Wisconsin. He announced over the weekend that he will not seek re-election this fall, leaving a big hole in Republican politics to fill.
And joining us with more on that departure, political reporter Will Keneally. Will?
Well, Mike Gallagher, he was first elected in 2016 from the Green Bay area, and he was widely considered a rising star in Republican politics here in Wisconsin. Now, his name was even floated for a short time to become House Speaker during that drawn-out fight last year. He ultimately passed on that bid, though, working to nominate then-Speaker Kevin McCarthy. Now, he sat down with his predecessor, Reed Ribble, to talk about Gallagher's legacy in Wisconsin politics.
I was very proud of Mike Gallagher and his work. He's a very pragmatic guy. He's a very likable man. And even if you come at him with opposing views, whether from the right or the left, he was always willing to engage and try to find some common ground, both with constituents and with colleagues in Washington.
Now, Gallagher made recent news joining a few Republicans in rejecting the impeachment of Biden's Homeland Security Secretary. Now, we're already starting to see some politicians line up to take his place, including former State Senator Roger Roth and conservative consultant Alex Bruzewicz. We'll have more on how this is shaping up coming up tonight at 6.
All right, Will, thank you. A live look at Capitol Hill, where today President Biden welcomed the King of Jordan to the White House as the two discussed the ongoing war between Israel and Hamas and the rescue of 2 hostages being held by Hamas that were flown to safety. Today, the president praised the rescue of Louis Har and Fernando Marman, who were reunited with their families at a hospital. News of the rescue broke ahead of today's meeting between the president and King Abdullah II. Jordan and the U.S. are working together to seek a deal that would free the rest of the hostages being held by Hamas. Jordan also seeking a ceasefire in the region, while the president has become more vocal that Israel needs to do more to protect civilians caught in the crossfire.
They have said that they will implement, they will develop and they will implement a humanitarian plan. We have made clear that we think it is imperative that they do so.
Israel is preparing an assault on the southern Gaza city of Rafah, where more than 1 million refugees have fled to other parts of Gaza to escape the war. Just ahead, Gary returns a complete look at our first warn forecast, looking more closely at what kind of snow we might see this week.
And how the Wisconsin Legislative Black Caucus is celebrating Black History Month in Wisconsin with a focus on literacy.
And a quick check of the markets to start the week. The Dow up more than 125 points, but red numbers for the NASDAQ down 48 and the S&P falling almost 5. We'll be right back.
Race to savings at Menards. Pfister creates thoughtfully designed faucets and fixtures that will fit perfectly with your style. Like this modern pen one-handle bathroom faucet with spot defense finish to help keep it shining like new. Get one today for $99.99. Upgrade your home with new flooring. We carry durable laminate flooring, easy to install sheet vinyl, and waterproof vinyl plank. Tidal Wave laminate flooring is just $229 a square foot.
Race to savings now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Don't delay. The Brothers Maine President's Day sale is happening now. Save store-wide on top brands like Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Maytag, and Amana. We have the area's largest selection and lowest prices guaranteed. Feel like family. Brothers Maine.
News 3 Now and Vortex presents Spirit of Service, honoring those who've made a real difference in our community. Do you know a veteran whose actions have been a positive force in the area? If so, nominate them for the Spirit of Service Award.
Log on to channel3000.com, nominate a veteran, and tell us why they're a pillar in our community. A winner will be selected on March 11th.
Help us celebrate our hometown heroes.
The Spirit of Service Award, presented by Vortex.
What if antibodies from sharks cured cancer? What if breast cancer was prevented with a vaccine? What if new science became clinical trials in real time? At UW Health Carbone Cancer Center, we search the depths of the ocean, the edges of space, turning possibilities into life-saving solutions and what-ifs into remarkable realities. UW Health Carbone Cancer Center. Remarkable.
Announcing Madison Magazine's Best of Madison Readers Poll for 2024. Nominate the Best of Madison online today, including Animal Hospital of Verona, Best Veterinarian, providing compassionate care for over 40 years. Nominate all your favorites on MadisonMagazine.com.
Hey Wayne, shopping for a new door?
I sure am.
This fiberglass door is really strong. We love ours. Do you need something more dependable?
Yes, something that's durable, dent resistant, knows how to take a hit, and is going to last for years.
We're still talking about the door, right?
Oh yeah, right, of course.
Right now, you can customize your home for 0% interest for up to 60 months when you place your order by February 23rd. Visit PellaWI.com today.
A family's tragic loss has inspired the city and now the state to take action. How Wisconsin is improving safety around retention ponds. Plus, another look at the devastating tornado impacts in Rock County. Check out how residents are moving forward tonight at 6.
Thursday at 10, Wisconsin needs more teachers, but the tide may be turning. I'll talk to one high school senior whose passion is paving a path for future educators.
I could talk about it for hours, honestly.
Creating tomorrow's teachers, Thursday at 10. Moving forward. You're watching News 3 Now at 5. Moving forward.
Starting today, the Wisconsin Legislative Black Caucus is hosting a series of events celebrating Black History Month.
Our Jalen Bangs joins us from the Capitol for an event highlighting the importance of literacy.
The right to read has been a battle for many, dating back to slavery. And today's documentary shows that that battle isn't over just yet.
Illiteracy is the pipeline to prison. It's also the pipeline to homelessness. It's the pipeline to unemployment and depression.
State Representative Lakeisha Myers of Milwaukee, along with other community leaders, held a viewing of a documentary called The Right to Read.
And then we can sound it out, and I want you guys to do that at the table.
Highlighting the reading deficit for children today and how important the foundation of reading properly is for a bright future.
And I have family members that are very close to me to this day. They still can't really read that well, you know. So when we talk about how deep this issue goes and just how much of an impact it has on someone's life, it really can't be overstated.
The right to read and the ability to read has been an issue that has plagued African Americans in many communities for generations. Something Representative Myers does not want to continue.
It is something that spans not just, the African-American community, but white communities, rural communities, poor communities, wealthier communities, with understanding how much these things have taken over our lives and the fact that we don't actually do as much physical reading with actual physical books as we once did.
The documentary viewing concluded in an open panel discussion, allowing community members to voice their thoughts and feelings on where reading is today for not only youth, but adults as well.
We have to help each other to help the students. So whatever that means, we need to do that together. And even if the entire family or others in the family need help, if I have a resource, I'm going to try to point that person in the direction of that resource.
For more on the panel discussion, you can find it on our website at channel3000.com. Jalen Banks, News 3 Now. Moving forward at the Capitol.
Thank you, Jalen. And for more on an alert day later this week, let's get a look at your first warn forecast with Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti. Gary?
Well, last week we were talking about tornadoes on Thursday. This week on Thursday morning, we're probably going to have accumulating snow, and we do have a first warn weather alert day in the forecast for that. It's going to be a short period. Everything's got to kind of come together, but it looks like we'll see accumulating snows of about 1 to 3 inches from late Wednesday night into early Thursday morning. So probably about maybe a 6-hour time period. in that time slot where we'll see most of the snow accumulation, but that could lead to a slushy, wet snow on the ground and on streets by the time we get to the Thursday morning commute. 3 things you need to know in the forecast before that happens. We're still looking at above normal temperatures through Wednesday. Tomorrow will be a little cooler. Wednesday will be back into the 40s, and then we have that accumulating snow Wednesday night into Thursday morning. Again, late Wednesday night, early Thursday morning, probably the best time period there. And then after that, with a little snow on the ground, temperatures will turn a little colder. We look for high temperatures in the upper 20s for Friday and Saturday. Haven't been that cold for quite a while, at least compared to normal. Doppler track, some flurries up in the northern part of the Midwest, even some lake effect snows downwind from Lake Superior. But as we take a look at the snow depth, there's very little snow around. So upper Michigan, northern portions of Minnesota, a little bit of snow there. That last system that brought us severe weather brought some light snow to parts of North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota. But we're going to add a little bit to that, because if you take a look at future track beginning late Wednesday night, early Thursday morning, this is midnight, early Thursday morning. Notice rain here, but starting to mix with and then change the snow back toward the La Crosse area. Then as this weather system passes by pretty quickly to the south, there's that 6-hour time window, maybe from about 3 a.m. Wednesday morning to Thursday morning to about 9 a.m., where we could see accumulating snow, and it could come down hard for a short period of time. But then, as we move into noon on Thursday, notice everything shifts off to the east again, and we'll probably see some clearing as we head into the day on Wednesday. As far as snowfall amounts are concerned, probably looking at about a 1 to 2, maybe locally 3-inch snow amount across much of southern Wisconsin. Some of the computer models are pointing perhaps some heavier totals up through central Wisconsin, but right now we're kind of on the southern fringes of it, where temperatures are just cold enough for snow, but we have the maximum amount of moisture here. As we check out planning your night, temperatures right around freezing by 8 p.m. Notice those temperatures drop off to just into the upper 20s by midnight. We'll probably look for low temperatures somewhere in the middle 20s, be around 26 at 3 a.m. and by 6 a.m. probably down to about 25 here in Madison. Planning your night across Dane County, look for a low of 28 in Belleville, 27 in Mazo-Maney, 26 for the low in Wanakee. Rest of southern Wisconsin, 27 in Platteville, 27 in Wautoma, and 27 in Fond du Lac. For tomorrow, look for skies to be variably cloudy. It'll be a little colder, high temperature at 36, but that's still about 5 degrees above average. And again, that snow, this is late Wednesday night into early Thursday morning, about a 1 to 2, maybe localized 3-inch amounts in higher elevations where temperatures are a little bit colder. First warn 7 to 10 day forecast. 44 on Wednesday before the snow. After the snow, highs upper 20s, maybe some snow showers also on Friday. But next week, those temperatures warm right back up. Upper 30s to around 40 degrees. At night, there could be a couple of flurries Tuesday night and Wednesday night into early Thursday morning. As we check out first warn traffic right now, things were looking pretty good on the roads, and they still are. Beltline right now, no problems there. I-39, 90, 94, east side of Madison, East and West Washington Avenue, looking pretty good there. A 15-minute travel time either way on the Beltline between University Avenue and I-39, 90. 18 minutes inbound from Sun Prairie to downtown. Same time outbound, downtown to Sun Prairie, 18 minutes on East Washington Avenue. 17 minutes from Middleton to Sauk City on US 12. And I-39, 90 from the Beltline to Janesville will take you 25 minutes. That's your News 3 Now First Warn traffic.
All right, Gary, thank you. Just ahead, we've gotten to know Luke Fickell a bit in his first year as Badger football coach. Next, meet his wife, Amy, how they manage a growing family in the crazy world of modern-day college football. Next at 5.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
When a crane collapsed during construction of a Major League sports stadium, 3 workers lost their lives. Their widows called us. When maintenance workers were permanently injured by an industrial accident at a public utilities power plant, the 7 injured workers called us. When a factory exploded, injuring dozens of workers, 18 victims, including all 3 families of men who lost their lives, called us. Because Wisconsinites know who to call when it's a must-win scenario. They call Habish, Habish & Rotier. National reputation, hometown service.
A logo can do more than identify your company. It can connect in meaningful ways, energize your team, and inspire your customers. We're 4imprint, and we know your logo on the right product can create moments that matter. With 30 years of experience and thousands of products to choose from, we guarantee your order will be right the first time, on time, and for a great price. Be certain that the right moments will matter. Explore thousands of promotional products at 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain. There's a reason big dental bills often come as a shock, because sometimes you don't realize what's not covered until you get the bill. That's why affordable dental insurance from Physicians Mutual is important. It can give you benefits that go beyond what you get from more limited coverage plans. Because no one likes a big dental bill, especially if you're retired or on a fixed income. For a free information kit, call or go online now. This isn't some discount plan or preventive-only coverage. This is real dental insurance that helps cover over 350 procedures, like cleanings, fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, even dentures, at any dentist you want. Dental insurance from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company helps cover preventive care, basic work, and major procedures, with no deductibles and no annual maximum. For your free information kit with all the details, call now or visit sendinfokit.com.
Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual.
They are some of the hottest videos on social media. Those videos claiming to instantly get rid of bags under your eyes. Annette Figueroa is here to tell us why she says this one is for real.
This one is for real, and what it does is it tightens and lifts the appearance of bags underneath your eyes. And not only does it work on the bags, it works on the appearance of crow's feet, fine lines, and wrinkles.
Try it for only $14.95 this Valentine's Day. Visit plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
Get solar and get saving with Olsen Solar Energy in the Madison area.
When you're talking to someone and you call someone at Olsen Solar, it's not someone in Utah, it's not someone in California, it is someone local right here. By doing that, we control the entire process. So we control the project management, we control the design, we control the installation, the electric, the hookup, permitting, and that really sets us apart.
Stop into our location near you. Learn more at olsensolarenergy.com or give us a call.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5. Moving forward.
Well, last night's Super Bowl, it's kind of sad for some of us.
It is sad.
It marks the official end of the 2023 football season. And while college football season ended about a month or so ago, for UW football head coach Luke Fickell, it really never ends. You've got recruiting, player and staff retention, and hiring. It's really nonstop.
And that also requires a major role for the head coach's wife. Eric sat down with Luke Fickell, and I sat down with his wife, Amy, to get a closer look at how they manage a hectic life of football and family.
Luke Fickell is moving into year 2 of a daunting task.
My philosophy has never changed. We got to put ourselves in position to play for a championship.
Hey, don't throw down. Hey, saw me got. After a 2023 debut season that saw its share of ups and downs, he's moving forward into a new era of Big Ten football. His office view on this February morning is of a torn-up Camp Randall. A heated playing surface is being added, a reminder of the expectations of December playoff football.
Either way, you got to embrace it. Kind of recognize some of these changes that have happened and what it means to you and your program. If you're not grasping them, you're not embracing them, then you can continue to fall behind.
In getting to know Luke Fickell, you see his is a story as much rooted in family as it is football. The pictures behind his desk say it all.
So this one was unique in the sense that it had to be the right type of place for my family, more so than even, hey, what's the best place for you professionally?
But the demands of this high-profile job in the current college football landscape are endless, requiring an enormous family sacrifice and a partner who gets it.
No, I know I couldn't do the coaching without her, but I also don't think that we would have the type of, family atmosphere within our entire program without her.
When he's stressed, do you feel that stress?
Oh yeah. I mean, I sit up there and pray the entire. I don't tailgate. I don't.
All
usually...
Badger fans pray.
Yeah. Well, good. Thank you. Thank you.
No one understands the demands on a college football coach better than the women who love them. What is something that you could share with us about people that might surprise people about who he is when he's home?
He's not in charge when he's home.
A year ago, Amy Fickell moved away from her home state for the first time in her life to start a new chapter with her family in Madison. You were born and raised in Ohio.
Yes.
One of 10 kids on a dairy farm. Is that right? So this must make you feel right at home here in Wisconsin.
It is, yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, This is like the view here in my backyard is exactly what I grew up around.
Is it starting to feel like home a little bit?
It is, it is. The hardest part is, you know, when you have older kids in college, so we went from everybody being in the same city, and now we live in 3 states.
But it's the first time that all of a sudden we're separated from the rest of the family. And I'm not saying it wasn't hard on me, but you're right. I'm very, very, very busy. And, you know, especially in those first 4, 5, 6 months where, I mean, everything is new every single day. It was definitely a little harder transition, I think, for my wife.
The Fickles have 6 children, 1 girl and 5 boys, including 2 sets of identical twins. Of the 6, 4 of them came with Luke and Amy to Madison. Daughter Luca was on her way to play volleyball at Indiana.
About 10 feet to our left sits Luke Fickle.
But the hardest goodbye for all of them was the decision that eldest son Landon would stay at Cincinnati, where he had played 2 years for his dad.
I think it's hard for any kid, you know, you're gonna move, you know, there were tears that they're, you know, gonna leave where their big brother is, but, you know, like I said, it's a lifestyle, so they get it.
You know, I think most people are like, oh, Landon Fickle's coming to Wisconsin, right, with Dad. I mean, how does that conversation go between the 2 of you?
You know, it was something different. I thought, look, I want to tell you, I believe you're in the right place. You're with the right kind of people. You're in the right culture. You know, and it's an opportunity for you to go earn some things and create your own, you know, little reputation. But it's something that I definitely will cherish and I miss.
Amy's first season in Madison has been a whirlwind, with a few bumps and bruises along the way.
He dislocated his shoulder in football this year. So he had that surgery. Then we had to have an emergency appendectomy, 2 weeks ago? And within a week after that, he wrecked his car. He already had a fracture in his back. Oh, no. And then the next day, their birthday, last Saturday, he broke his hand doing blocking drills.
And for you, that's probably like Wednesday.
Yeah, I mean, you just gotta go. There's a lot of testosterone here, so.
With an interest in sports and medicine, Amy studied physical therapy at Ohio State, where she met Luke through one of his teammates, quarterback Bobby Hoying, the boyfriend and now husband of her sister. The Fickles will celebrate their 24th wedding anniversary this summer.
He's not one to talk about his faith in public. He just is not really one, but we are a family very rooted in our Catholic faith. He is a very faithful person. It is really the core of who he is and who we are together as a couple.
In the crazy world of modern-day college football and raising a young family, someday it'll slow down a bit.
So I always promise her that, you know, hey, I'm not going to do this till I'm 75 years old. So I promise you that when this thing ends someday, you know, that we'll travel, we'll do all those things that we have not had an opportunity to do because we were busy with kids and we were busy with, you know, coaching.
Daddy! Until then, they'll keep building their family at home
and at Camp Randall Stadium.
Boy, they're such a nice family,
Yeah,
aren't they?
family.
Amy really plays a big role interacting with potential Badger recruits and their families. She often hosts them at her home. And on top of all of the hats she wears, Amy also teaches Bar 3 classes in Madison. She calls them her physical therapy workout.
Yeah, she's a key role in all the success. Now, the 2024 Badger football season will kick off August 31st against Western Michigan. The Big Ten season, it'll be totally different this year.
Yeah.
It'll begin in Los Angeles against USC on September 28th, the week after they host Alabama. So, tough season ahead. Best of luck. It was great talking to him. We'll be right back. Final check of the forecast when we return.
At the Century House, take 10% off our extensive collection of stressless recliners and sofas, or get $400 off stressless Max and Mike recliners in luxurious Paloma leather, or classic power base recliners in any cover. Plus, get 10% off the new Stressless Sky customizable luxury mattress. Shop the Century House, 3420 University Avenue in Madison.
I'm Jonathan Lawson, here to tell you about life insurance through the Colonial Penn program. If you're age 50 to 85 and looking to buy life insurance on a fixed budget, remember the 3 Ps.
The 3 what?
The 3 Ps.
What are the 3 Ps?
The 3 Ps of life insurance on a fixed budget are price, price, and price. A price you can afford, a price that can't increase, and a price that fits your budget.
I'm 54 and was a smoker, but quit. What's my price?
You can get coverage for $9.95 a month.
I'm 65, retired, and take medications. What's my price?
Also $9.95 a month.
I just turned 80 and I'm on a fixed income. What's my price?
$9.95 a month for you too. If you're age 50 to 85, call now about the #1 most popular whole life insurance plan available through the Colonial Penn program. Options start at $9.95 a month. That's less than 35 cents a day. You cannot be turned down because of your health. No medical exam, no health questions. Your acceptance is guaranteed. And this plan has a guaranteed lifetime rate lock, so your rate can never go up for any reason. Options start at $9.95 a month. Plus, you get a 30-day money-back guarantee. So call now for free information, and you'll also get this free beneficiary planner. Use this valuable guide to record your important information and give helpful direction to your loved ones with your final wishes. And it's yours free, just for calling. So call now for free information.
Call 1-800-914-3131 for your free information and your free gift. That's 1-800-914-3131. There's no risk or obligation. 1-800-914-3131. Call now.
Backyard living season is here. Coolview has great solutions to beat the backyard blues and save 15 to 25%. Cover your deck with a screen porch, an enclosed porch, or sunroom. If you have a screen porch, let us turn it into an enclosed porch. Shade your patio with a pergola or awning. All on sale now. Let Coolview show you how to tame your backyard blues. Call now for a quote before the sun sets on savings.
Get a new view from Coolview.
Here's a live view of the Capitol from the Edgewater Skycam. Got some sunshine out there. Temperatures are pretty mild. 44 Madison, 45 in Janesville, 43 right now in Middleton, and they'll stay mild this evening.
All right, we're back in 30 minutes for News 3 Now at 6. CBS Evening News is next.